Gaming is such a big part of Nevada's legacy. It transformed Las Vegas from a train stop in the desert to one of the most desirable destinations in the world. The Strip we see today bears little resemblance to the one seen by visitors back in the 70s and 80s.
Innovators like Benny Binion, Kirk Kerkorian, and Bob Stupak, among others, initiated the seismic shift, with Stupak staking his claim on a site that has become iconic. Fox 5's Mike Davis looks back on Stupak's legacy as the key anniversary approaches.
My grandfather ran a dice game in Pittsburgh for 45 years. And my dad had been exposed to illegal gambling essentially his whole life.
Bob Stupak knew a lot about gaming from an early age, but a visit to Las Vegas informed him of what to do with that knowledge.
When he came to Vegas to visit, he had been to Caesar's Palace, and it made a massive impression on him. And from that point forward, he was like, look, I really want to come to Vegas and I want to do something here. So that was his inspiration.
So at the age of 29, Stupak let inspiration guide him.
He came here, I believe it was the early 70s, and he had a museum that included a replica of $1 million bill. He said, come see what $1 million bill looks like. Well, the museum burned down and the Treasury Department was worried. He said, no, there was no money in there. I said, it's what it looks like.
That 1974 fire posed no setback for Stupak. He just rebuilt on the very same spot at Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard, and on July 13th, 1979, Vegas World was born. The property boasted a 15,000 square foot casino with 90 hotel rooms and an 8-story tower, but he needed more space.
He was the king of the low roller, so he created packages for people to come in, entice them to gamble, but on a lower stakes level. And with that, he would have so many people sign up for these packages that he would run out of rooms, periodically. So he was always financing new towers. So he started with 100, and then he made a 500 expansion. And then a couple years after that, he did another expansion.
And Stupak had no shortage of tricks up his sleeve, all designed to lure in more customers.
At one point, he wanted to have a replica of King Kong climbing up the side. He did all kinds of giveaways, that sort of thing. And so he fits into that group you had back then, like Jackie Gaughan, Benny Binion, Sam Boyd, guys who had personality, sometimes came up with some wild ideas, and often the wild ideas worked.
His innovation would continue on the very same property where it all began, with the decision to build the tallest building west of the Mississippi. Construction on what would one day be known as the Stratosphere started in 1992. Vegas World closed its doors in February 1995 to become part of the Strat project. Mike Davis, Fox 5, local, Las Vegas.
Bob Stupak resigned from the Stratosphere less than 3 months after it opened. He continued to be a fixture across the valley until he passed in 2009. We will be right back.